Not. Slapped my wife across the face, okay, after she assaulted me in public, okay, and then as I'm walking home wondering, am I going to become walking me to a policeman and follow me or whatever?
I wouldn't be pushing you like that. I'm above that.
My brain doesn't think like that. Then I hear, oh, Ryan was on her deathbed, she had a bleeding concussion, so I have that to do. So if you don't mind, my life is about to start to I'm going to be selfish and go do that and cope with what just happened tonight, if you don't mind. As if we're getting divorced and there's a separation. Okay, how about planning? I don't want to talk about it. Okay, I don't want to talk about it. That's my point. I don't want to talk about it. I'm glad you have this inability to feel emotion when people die. I should have started about 10 seconds. Hello, hello. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I just want to just say hi before we get into this beginning of our live stream. Oh my gosh. Why is it black and white? What happened to image? Yeah, there you go. What? Gallery? What the heck just happened? The hell? Sorry guys, give me a second. I almost want to keep it this way actually, but I want the tram. Oh my gosh. This pisses me off. Transgender wall color flag brick. Find that image again. Save image. Downloads. Trans. If I seem a little down, there's a very good reason why I'm very down right now, and I'll explain that in a second if you haven't seen my most recent posts. So I usually don't ask this for favors or whatever because no one ever respects them anyway, right? But if there was any time for people to have a little grace with me, today would be that day. I just got some news from my foster sister that my grandma is on her deathbed, and so I'm probably gonna be really sensitive. I probably should have just shut up, not even make this video, just not be on YouTube for a bit while I process. But here's the thing: I like vlogging, and what is more vlogging like than doing what I love and doing something that will help me cope with hearing that my grandma is on her deathbed. So the good news is she's never met me as a trans woman. She's known me as Victor my entire existence of being part of the Hannah family. She knew I wanted to transition about 10 years ago, and I started transitioning a year and a half ago before I ever had the chance to actually tell her. So she's never going to know me as Violet. unfortunately, and probably for the best. She's a very hardcore Republican who is very deep in the Word of God. She's the most godly woman I have ever met in my entire life, and I think it would break her heart to see me the way I've become at this point. God, I sound like Darth Vader. All you can hear is Obi-Wan saying, "What have you become?" And Darth Vader looks at Obi-Wan and says, "I am what you made me." But my grandma didn't make me trans, just so we're loud and clear. So, as you can see, I am wearing not a shirt. I'm wearing a new dress. As of today, we were down. We were gonna go work at the pier. And there's a whole video about that being uploaded as we speak. A whole movie. When I say movie, I mean just a video. It should be uploaded. Oh, it's premiering right now as we speak. Actually, how about that? The family trip to the port pier was a lot of fun. So you can go watch that and see all the twists and turns in our little trip. And yeah, it's very heavy stuff. When we got back to our car, I ended up wanting to just walk home anyway. I just wasn't a walk. It was a good day. I'm wearing a beautiful dress. You know, I wanna walk home. So I decided to walk home and let my wife take the baby home, take care of the baby. And so I didn't walk all the way home. I walked mostly, and then I took the last bus a little bit of the trip. Partially because I got a call from my sister saying that my grandma died, or not died. Sorry, she is dying. It's a high possibility she could die in the next 24 hours, though. And she's basically what happened. She fell and has some. I think my sister said brain bleeding right now, and so she is such. She's really old, like 90, I think 7 or 98, something like that. And she's at an age where they're like, there's no point in doing the surgery to save her, and so I never agreed with my grandma on faith stuff or transgender stuff or even political stuff. You know, I know a lot of times I say I'm a Republican. I've always been more of a centrist. But one thing that was loud and clear is my grandma loved me for who I was, not for what I presented to be. So I know, despite the fact that I come across as trans, I know she wouldn't disown me or whatever. But I still didn't trust her enough to make a trip down to visit her one last time. So the last time I got to see her is when me and Tanya were dating, or sorry, we were engaged, and went down for a Thanksgiving gig. That's the last time I saw her. Which was almost 3 years ago now. And the one time I could have saw her, I was too busy helping my biological sister with my biological brother and his problems. I wish I wish I had stopped by and visited. At least say hello. The reason I'm talking about this is because I know, I'm not saying who, there is someone who cares about my grandma as much as I do. And I know she would want to know. Unfortunately, I can't talk to her and tell her myself. But I at least wanted to at least try to leave something behind because I know she does watch my content still. Anywho, um, thank you, After Dark Gaming Tara J, for the hugs. I appreciate it. I need them. But yeah, no, we were down at the lake fair, just walking around. I didn't go on any rides. We just walked around a little bit, looked around. So we were looking at one booth and trying to be a little more lighthearted. So we're trying to cope with what I just talked about. And so, bear with me. So we were looking at one booth that holds a bunch of these dresses. Saw there was a white and red one, but I was like, "Do you have like a black and red, like a little bit white, but like black and red?" And she's like, "No." So I was like, "Damn, it's not. It's a sign." So we went to move on, and I hadn't even got to the next like 7 booths down. I literally saw this dress. I was like, "That's a black and red dress. I want it." So my wife's like, "You know what? You get it. I know you don't have any dresses right now. All you have is, well, a couple pairs of leggings, jeans, of course, the shorts. I've been trying to be a little more conservative when I dress a lot more lately. And so I was like, you know what? I want a nice frilly dress that's girly, but not too slutty, I guess. Something that's more tasteful. And so this is the dress I got. I'll give you guys a full look. So this is the dress I got, and it fits actually. It fits everything. It actually looks good. I like it. I wish I had like a belt or something to go like right about here, like a thick black belt or something. But like I like it. It fits. It looks great. I like it. So new OBS setup, yay! Yeah, I decided to up it a little bit, get a more my own things of just using other people's themes. Try to be a little more like that. So yeah, I like it. I think it'll look even better if I like wear like a nice. What size is it? It's a one size fit all, so it stretches like to like whatever size you are. It so happens to fit my size, so I think it looks great. And it looks well with the chair because the chair is also. Oh my gosh, is my camera losing focus? There it goes. It's like black and red. Plus, we got the white, and black, helmets behind us, and then we got the dress. And all I need is my black and white makeup. It'd be perfect. We got the trans flag, got the bat symbol going. We got all the good stuff going, and so it's so good. But for some reason, my chat box is not loading. Sad day. I'm very sad. Why is Batman important to you? That is a long story. So, a long, long time ago, when I was living with my biological mom, she would abuse me, lock me up in my room for days on end, and starve me. I actually got by drinking my own. No, I don't need to go into that detail. Well, that's TMI for a lot of folks. But for me, I always like looked at Batman like he's a hero, right? Dark, brooding hero. I was raised on Batman Forever, Batman Begins, sorry, Batman Robin, Batman Returns. And so for me, Batman's kind of a symbol of who I want to be. When I was a kid, I was helpless. I couldn't do anything about it. But as you guys are aware with Batman, when Batman got older, he wanted to do something about it. So no one else had to go through what he went through as a child. And so he fights crime. And so for me, I wanted that for myself because, well, I was raised in a home where my mom was, I'm sorry, but she was a criminal and a drug addict. And I was being raised by someone that should never have had me as a kid. And so for me, Batman is kind of like this iconic. Does that make sense? I made orange chicken this evening. What did you and Tanya have for dinner? We had air for dinner. We haven't had dinner. I mean, we had pretty good lunch with salad and chicken tenders, and then for breakfast, Tanya had toes in the hole and grapes. Um, yeah, we haven't eaten dinner yet. I would never lay a hand on my wife. Good for you. Good for you, buddy. Don't know why you're saying that. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. Here's the thing. I'm going to be blunt. I'm really not in the mood to deal with people talking about stuff like that. Sorry, it was from Rouse. I'm not in the mood to deal with this tonight. So I'm going to be a little blunt. I'm not interested in talk about that stuff. Let's see. Yeah. So let's get into this. We're going to get into...
Ladies!
Nope. Oh. Wait, what? Yeah, we'll get into continuing this video where we left off from earlier. Gonna be blunt, I might have to do a part 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I don't know. I'm just kind of relaxing. I'm just going to enlarge this a little bit. I really don't want to... I'd rather see my face in this box anyway. So, alright, let's roll.
It's a video where the theme is why men should have some form of red pill awareness. How much of a priority are we talking? So much so that this video is getting simultaneously uploaded on both my YouTube and my personal Facebook page.
Whoa, this must be really important stuff,
It's the first
guys.
time I've ever done such a thing. Yeah, it's that much of a doozy.
Whoa, it must be a real doozy,
from
guys.
day one, back when I made my first video in 2013, that I'm an equal opportunity expose artist, which means I won't just expose people I encounter over the internet, but I'll gladly expose people in my real personal life too.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
If it's warranted. This video right here falls on the latter side of things.
Wow.
Today, I'm not just gonna burn a bridge in my personal life. I'm gonna nuke that motherfucker and the surrounding area out of existence. In fact, a good lot of my...
Every time I hear him talk, all I hear from the Great Exposer is, if I'm going to be honest, I'm really vulnerable right now, so whatever I say, take with a grain of salt. He's very vulnerable. And he's really angry. And he's upset. And he wants to be heard. Didn't expect that out of my mouth, did you? I mean, I just found out my grandma's dying, so my anger meter just went from being medium to just bloop. I'm just saying as it is, you know, for once. I'm tired of being like making angry content, I guess. So I'm just going to say as it is. Like, he's just really angry and upset. And he's exposing whatever he thinks he's exposing to make him feel better. That's all that's going on with this person. Same with these two.
Fort Stewart battle buddies from my army days will likely know exactly who it is I'm going to be talking about in this here video and make it an extra...
It's my...
Oh my gosh. He's not talking about Tanya, he's talking about the other girl. So they're covering that. Great. I was kind of expecting him to cover Tanya. Then to cover that aspect of it. Was not expecting this.
Stupid
never went
bitch
to the army.
ex-wife. What was that?
He definitely never went to the fucking army. I do not believe that to be true.
No, he did. He did. Tanya did confirm it. Tanya confirmed that he was in the army at one point.
kick out of it than
As
most
what,
of the other
a cook?
I don't know.
people that'll watch. In fact, I wouldn't be the slightest bit surprised if one or many of them were to link this female I'll be talking about
Dishonorable discharge? That wouldn't surprise
today
me.
directly.
Also, hold on. What was he
Or
yapping
many
about?
of them were to link this female I'll be talking about today
This female that I'll be talking about today. Said with such vitriol.
directly to this video. She also happens to be subscribed to my YouTube channel,
Yeah, me too. Me
which
too.
I don't foresee lasting very long if and when she sees this video.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that'll be what causes her to unsubscribe.
So,
This void!
get some popcorn, grab a seat, and get comfortable. Because,
Comfortable? Dog.
boy oh boy, does Daddy Exposure
Please end
got
your
a
existence.
I'm sorry, hold on. What? Huh, what did he just
Boy.
call himself?
Because boy oh boy, does Daddy Exposer got a
I want to fucking kill myself. I want to kill
Yeah,
myself.
Please, dude, end your existence. Like,
Bro, I
this will be
already
here
fucking
forever.
hate this.
story to tell you. Buckle up, because you're about to be taken for a ride.
Yeah, you said that like
No,
20
thank you.
times now, dipshit.
First, a little backstory to set the stage, and I'll try to keep this as
great. Yeah, more backstory. That's what we need, is more irrelevant
brief
preamble.
as possible so I can get to the good stuff, i.e. the reason why you're all here. Back in 2010, when I was in the Army and deployed
We're
to
here to
Iraq,
make fun of you,
I met...
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Okay, so, he sounds like he has eaten way too many dino-shaped nuggies and has a neckbeard that wears a fedora. I mean, you're not wrong. I don't think you wear fedoras, though. If you want help for tonight, remod me and oddmod me once you are done tonight. I don't want you to be dealing with the BS. I can handle it tonight. Worst comes to worst, I just will hide the messages or put them on timeout. I have not a clue what blush rose setting is talking about. I have not a clue where that came from. Like, huh? Definitely left field. It is what it is.
Oh, I'm guessing that, okay, they were deployed in Iraq. Well, that's okay. So they were the kind of person in the army that enjoyed killing brown people. They were one of those people, I guarantee it.
This girl who turned out to not only have the same MOS as me, but was also my squad mate. And it didn't take very long for there to be some chemistry, some sparks, if you will.
God, the way he even describes romance is so fucking cursed.
It was so evident that I could literally feel it, and you could cut it with a knife. I even told my girlfriend...
You mean the knife that you threatened your ex-girlfriend with? You mean that one? You mean like that?
When I was Skyping with her, that it felt like I was hunkered down in a foxhole and taking...
Wow. You know, this is kind of sad, seeing families literally laughing at the fact that this guy threatened my wife with a knife. And she's laughing about it. Like it's some sort of joke.
Who's laughing?
Femios.
Okay.
Like, what the hell? What the hell? Like, I understand why she's doing it. I definitely understand. It's all about the views and the clicks and getting people to react. I get that. I understand that. But, like, do you really need to... I don't know, something about that just puts me off.
Dude, this is so
heavy
bad.
fire. That's how obvious it was. We had this kind of semi-aggressive, sort of daring and challenging each other type of sexual poking and prodding with how we talked to one another.
Dude,
I
hate the way he describes this. Yeah, at least it's over gameplay and not the cursed rapist style pick. You got a point, Lexa. You got a point.
Probably because I'm slightly over 9 years older than she is, and she's attracted to older men. She even told me that she would make me not want my girlfriend anymore. Basically, we were spitting game 2/flirting with each other. The whole thing continued off and on even after we got back to the States.
Wait. So, this person, Mr. Finkelwinkle refers to Tanya in a text as his wife, but in this video refers to her as his girlfriend. Which one is it? Are you guys husband and wife, or are you guys girlfriend and boyfriend for 13 years? Like, make up your mind, dude.
She begged me to come with her to Savannah,
Yeah, this is literally neckbeard shit. Yeah,
Georgia for New Year's Eve of 2012. And even though I wasn't feeling very good, I said fuck it and went along. That thumbnail for this video was us on that night.
Dude. Bro, why would you show this picture of yourself? Dude. I guess this is pre-neckbeard, but he was balding back then too. Oh no. You know, Dutasteride is a thing that exists for a reason. Like, people like you are the reason that Dutasteride exists. Just saying.
Obviously, I covered up her face because while I'm very much about to nuke this girl off the face of the earth, I'm at least gonna hold on to a scrap of the high road by not showing her face, or even some of the other things she sent me. One of which...
We all know this is like